The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Muscles him off. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Gino on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
New game over. Your game over. I play with you.
Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
Well, he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Gurley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Breeze to throw on second down. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right there at the 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They're running with Gurley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football as they take over here 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go to Johnson again. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On the toss, it's Gurley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Breeze. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Now Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. To throw, it's Breeze. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Finding room to the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the gun, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. after the interception. Here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jeff Locke now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Whoosh.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On first down, it's Gurley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Smith on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the back goes into motion. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. On first and 10, here's Breeze. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, L.A.! Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with Johnson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, it stays up. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
third and long. It's Smith being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Breeze now on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 50, it's Smith. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Johnson. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Breeze to throw again. He's got Watkins on the out route. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a play fake. Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So out now come the Cardinals. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now it's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Again, they run with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Another carry now for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions. In today's game, we've got two teams who come in with opposite records on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They go with Abdullah again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Little motion now from the tight end.
Hey, 22,
On first down, Abdullah finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the D looking like they may blitz. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Stewart again. And he's got some space here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. 20. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. The tight end in motion right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Slot man moves right.
Big 20. Motion, motion, motion. Hey, hey. No. Ball.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. It's caught. Eddie Royal. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. To throw on second down is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. K1 short. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Monday. What do you got? Zebra. Big 20.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
The tight end Olsen in motion. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. pulls away. He can run for it, and he will. Cam Newton all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with Abdullah. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Hard throw, incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's up here playing, fucking with the Lions over here and the Rebels now. Oh, no. What do you do now?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And that one results in 35 yards.
And there's Golden Tate doing exactly what he does well. Extra yards after the catch.
Exactly. To your point, among wide receivers, no one had more yards after the catch than Tate last year at 635. Stafford on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers in there for a milestone sack, number 150 in his great career as he continues to climb the all-time leaderboard. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think
touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. At a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You ain't notice it, bro. I don't think come on, bro. I don't feed into this shit no more, bro.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
We were just finding what you heard yesterday.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to fire one. He's got it at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Look at this nigga ass, bro. Right.
And the wideout in motion. Here's Newton now on second down. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Letting one go deep. Wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. And the big tight end shifting around. On first down at Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Right.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. Stafford. He completes it to Abdullah. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
He's coming out of motherfucking goal line, motherfucking offense.
Here's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners.
If they get beat in the first half, it's kind of cool because they clean that shit up.
On second down, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's Newton. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Amir Abdullah. Touchdown.
Y'all niggas around can't do that.
Amir Abdullah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
He left what you call his bone in the
22-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Nah, nigga, you got to
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Cam's going to run the option right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw.
Come on.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, This one's going the other way.
That's like one nigga in the Queens League. He like, yo, I'm like, yeah, he like, yo, when can you, he like, can you play? I'm like, yeah, I can play right now. He like, no, I'm at work, can you play later on tonight? I'm like, what I said, yeah, don't know how I get off, I get off at 10. I said, all right, I'll wait for you. Oh, I got a game at 10. Oh, I'll wait for the game after that game. I got
maybe a measure of revenge there.
I got another game in there. I'm going to bed after that game. I got to be work at 7 seconds.
5 yards on the play,
right, well,
and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
He was like, yo, I can play whenever. He's like, all right, play tomorrow 5 p.m. I'm like, huh?
Back now
I'll be available at 10 o'clock when you get off. Oh, no, I got another game scheduled. I'll wait till after that game. Oh, no, I'm going to bed. I'm like, so what happened if I can't play at 10 o'clock? I mean, at 5 o'clock.
Them in a tough spot.
Oh, then we had to go at 10. Come on, bro. You just like one motherfucker.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit.
He's like, yo, let's call this competitive shit weak. Like, what the fuck are you telling me that for? Oh, no, he said that this simulation shit is weak.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Newton on 1st down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19. On 1st down, it's Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Deep.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard to settle it yourselves.
Come here.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Newton throwing again. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
I'm talking to Pat. What you doing?
I spilled my bubble.
You spilled your bubbles?
Yeah.
Who told you to open your bubbles?
Huh?
Who told you to open your bubbles?
I tried bowling.
You try to blow it.
Yeah.
Gano out to kick
You
this
spilled
one
it a lot
away.
or a little bit? You spilled it a lot.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Thomas Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Huh? Nothing. Huh?
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Huh? No, I'm going for Papa. Yeah.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Uncle Boo's Papa.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
It's you that basically playing games.
Now a first down throw. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hey, Madden.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Oh, they're bored. That's
to the
bored.
air again, Stafford.
I want to play with that, bro.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Pussy.
And it's picked up by
Let's
the
go.
Panthers.
Fucking bum.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50,
Fucking bum.
30, the 20. And this defense has broken it open
bum.
as they return it to the house for 6.
Hey,
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
You run the same shit.
Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Really come out here and get y'all first win of the season. Motherfucker, what's it called? Shit. As a user.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away
Rob
following that
last
fumble
week. We
return.
got Rob 2 weeks in a row.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Still coming out with this bullshit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
Bum ass nigga. Yo, I don't know how to run that Wildcat, yo. I don't know how to run that shit. Let me back there. Get that off your head. Or put your slippers on. The dog, go get something on your back. How about that? Yo, bro. Yo, your man ain't never hit me neither, man. The bull, but
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
right, 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 right. Yeah, I'm trying. What you call, man? I'm trying to start. I'm trying to get these. Then this game be making it hard and shit. Not hard, but last year you could motherfucking upgrade the offensive line and the motherfucking quarterback at the same time and shit. This year they don't let you do that shit. That should be blowing my shit. So it's either like you gotta pick your poison, like. So you gotta like pick your poison and shit. Like which one? What you gonna do? Shit, you gonna work on this? You gonna work on that? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit. My offensive line ass over here. But then I got motherfucking Cam. So you saying work on my motherfucking quarterback, then do the offensive line later and shit? Damn. Nigga kick the field goal on you. That nigga's terrible. Why? Who is this nigga? Who brought that nigga over, man? That's one of his boys. Ain't no 2006. That's that nigga boy. What you say? Yes, son. You still don't got nothing on your feet, huh? You still ain't got this. You still ain't got your slippers on, huh? Go put your doggy slippers on. They under the bed. Yeah, I just seen them. Get ready, Falky. I said, get ready. Shit. When your young boy get here, after that first year, after that first year, boy, oh my goodness. Right. Shit, you do. Yeah, I feel what you saying, though. Right. Shit, what's it called? When she gonna leave? Oh, man. Hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, daycare definitely be an ish. Right. Right. You figure it out. Nah, go ahead. Right. Right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you. I don't know how you what you call, but I know me and my folks like I don't know. I just feel be watching these little shit these people be doing. I just be feeling what you call about certain people watching my young boy until they until they get old enough to talk. Yeah, so you might keep that shit in mind too. So I don't be feel. I should be able to run away with the North this year, man. This season. I found Jonas. I finally got in touch with Jonas and shit. Busting up with this nigga this morning. Yeah. Yeah, the real cousin, the snake. Like, but this nigga, they. I mean, I knew this nigga all my damn life, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, it ain't blood, but motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that nigga more family. Right? They was best friends. They was best friends since they was kids. Like, kids. So, and I grew up knowing him. Like, damn, all my. Nah, Jonas, like my cousin, he from New York. His mom and pop from Camden, but he from New York. You feel what I'm saying? Just like for example, like Sadiq, you'll see Sadiq from Philly. You feel what I'm saying? Like he from South Philly. Like you feel what I'm saying? But we from, I mean, me and his mom from Camden, but he from, I mean, right, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, that nigga Jonas, that nigga in North Carolina now and shit. He a police officer or detective or some shit. Yeah. I mean, you a cop, not really. Shit. Shit, like that. Shit, I know I don't want to mess with that shit no more, man. Me and E was talking not too long ago. I gotta call that nigga, bro. He fighting a motherfucking rape case, bro. Yeah, like, but he told me, motherfucking, cause you know he a massage therapist and shit, like, or whatever you want to say that shit. He like do massages and shit, and one day like this white girl or something. I guess she wanted to give him something. He was like, nah, like you feel me? Like he wasn't on that type time. And like she one day he said he was with his wife or something. They went to her apartment to pick something up or something. And a big girl asked him to to come in the apartment. He was like, nah, nah, I'm just here to pick this up, and he gone or drop it off or something of that nature. And then he said, like he just left, like that was it. Like big guys didn't come in. He was like, nah. So he just left. And so like a couple days later, some detectives come to him like, you been charged for like he been charged for such and such and all this other stuff. Like, right. I said, wow. They had to check him, how to do the little what you call joint for scratches and all that other stuff. They ain't find none of that shit on it. I gotta call him and see how he made out. But yeah, that shit's crazy. I'll probably shit my pants, bro. If I motherfucking somebody try to accuse me of that shit, but what? Cause no, that shit ain't easy. Just that shit just don't go away easy like that, yo. That's what I'm saying. Right. Why did I just do this with this nigga, bro? Right. Wow. Right, 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 right. Nah, shit, right though. Shit, 1,000 kids. Them niggas be kids be doing some stupid ass shit, man. Then when they get in trouble and shit, fucking niggas start fucking them up or whatever the case may be. It's a motherfucking issue and shit. Yeah, y'all, word up, bro. I think turn your what you call and shit too, cause that shit be going through the TV and shit. That shit be saved and shit. Yeah, yeah. It's just so